Today's Stav-Tech video is about a turbo, a Chinese turbo, and this is kind of a story of be careful who you're buying shit from, because especially when it's Chinese, as good as tempting as it can be, unless it's a proven company, you might not be getting what you're thinking you are, and this is the perfect example. I will show you pictures of what this was advertised as and what it looked like in the pictures. Trust me when I say this ain't it. I saw this advertised on a company on Alibaba. It wasn't easy to find. I kind of found it by accident, but what it was listed as, what it was showing, was clearly, from my eyes, my geeky, I can spot things a mile away eyes, a hybrid turbo made from a HX35 and a HX40, and it had clearly a 60mm inducer, so the HX40 big one, the HX40 Super, a lot of people call it, compressor wheel, a non-anti-surge, so a normal inlet, which is quite compact and good to be fair, which this has got, compressor housing, and a non-wastegated 12cm HX35 turbine housing, and a HX35 turbine wheel. They called it HE300 in some of the listing, HX3540 in another bit of the listing. But another thing about it was it was a hybrid, clearly, but it was using Holset parts, like they were branded Holset. So I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna order one. It was worth a punt. It was cheap, not ridiculously cheap, but you know, good price for this country. It wasn't super cheap in Chinese terms. It was, you know, fair money for what they charge for stuff. But yeah, it was worth a punt, and this is what turned up. And I'll tell you one thing, it's not what they said in almost any way. The badge says that, which isn't even the badge in the pictures, because this was a Holset branded housing in the pictures, and that was a Holset badge on that as well. It is the non-anti-surge inlet, which is what it was in the pictures, and the same smaller outlet, which is what it was in the pictures. But that compressor wheel is not only clearly way smaller than a 60, it's not even the same wheel design. The 60mm one on the pictures and just in general is a 7 blade, and that ain't 7 blades. Turbine side, it's a non-wastegated housing, but that and a 12. That is, it's not marked on it, but that's a 16. I know Holset housings, and I was offered it up to a genuine one, and that's a 16. So I'm going to take it apart and measure the wheels. That's the turbine wheel. I'm presuming, I'm about to measure it, that it's going to be the normal HX35 size turbine wheel. So let's have a look. 60, should be 70. Yep, a normal 60-70 HX35 12 blade turbine wheel. So that's fine. It's going to be a Chinese one. This is all Chinese, but that is what's expected. That is a, looks like a perfectly good quality machine housing, but again, it's not a 12, that's big, that's a 16 I'd say. Which, and that's the thing, a 16's not super big. 16 is like the, what I would run on anything 2.5 litre or more, but it ain't what I asked for. than what was listed. Again, nicely machined housing, nicely made wheel, balancing marks, nothing rings alarm bells apart from the fact I'm fairly certain that won't be the right size. I'm guessing 54.82, 54.78, something like that. Let's have a look. Oh, even smaller. 52. 52. 52.82. So that is one of the smaller HX35 compressor wheels, and it's meant to be, going by the listing, a 60mm HX41, and in the pictures it's clearly a 60mm HX41. That's 52. That's small, even for HX35. I just noticed the lovely casting marks there where they've not machined it very neatly either. So yeah, not great. Not great at all. It's basically just a non-anti-surge small compressor wheel HX35 8 blade. Cheers, China. So yeah, this is why I always say, you know, get stuff from people who are proven. If you're gonna get Holset stuff, get real stuff, and get it from someone like Compressor Racing, because they're for real and it's real shit, not this shite, which, like I said in the listing, was a genuine Holset, or at least badged as one. This is not. What you get and what you think you're getting can be two different things. I'm seeing a lot of people these days keep buying these Holsets, and they seem to be branded Holset on the housings, but the badges have been, well, the badges on them are not Holsets. They say like HX35 Super, HX40 Super, shit like that, and it's like no Holsets come with those badges, and it's like they might be real, but to be fair, without OEM badges on them, I don't think I'd be trusting they was real. I don't know where they're coming from, but I keep seeing a lot of tuned cars in the UK running these things, and yeah, Holset branded, you know, housings, but the actual ID tag on them, as in that bit, is not Holset. It says like HX35 Super and all kinds of shit, but it's not what Holset have on them, and that makes me wonder if they're legit or not. But people are paying large amounts of money for them, it seems. But yeah, the moral of this story, although I knew anyway, but I didn't expect this one to come like it. I had a suspicion it might be dodgy, but my suspicions were correct, is be careful who you buy stuff from, because it's a minefield out there. Same with any tuning stuff, it's proof. Proven performance, proven seller, proven whatever. And these people weren't proven. I'd never heard of them in my life, and they bullshitted me massively. So now I'm going to see if I can get my money back off them. But since it's from China, who knows? It's a long way to post them.